So in today's tutorial, we are going to talk about how to find the exact value of a trig function. So I have two interesting questions with me here. That is the first one, which is saying find the, without using a calculator, how can we find the exact value? So find the exact value of sine 4 pi over 3 and also tan 75. So there are some simple things that I want you to understand. This, whenever you are dealing with um, angles in radian, you have to convert them from radian to degrees. So we use the conversion of 180 degrees is equal to pi, because we know that 360 degrees is equal to 2 pi. So we can divide both sides by 2 and we end up having 180 degrees being equal to pi. So that's the conversion that we're going to be using. Okay, now let us go ahead and change 4 pi. So we have 4 pi divided by 3. Now I'm going to set the units in such a way that they should cancel each other. So in 1 pi, in pi there is 180 degrees. So pi and pi will go. So 3 here, 1, 3 into 18, 6, 3 into 0, 0. So 4 times 60, that should be 4 times 6 is 24. So that is 240 degrees. So meaning that we are trying to find the exact value of 246 degrees. I think you have heard of what we call a reference angle. We need to find a reference angle of 240. So how do we find the reference angle? So a reference angle is the angle between the x-axis and the point of interest. Now here are my quadrants. So the first quadrant, I know that 240 can be found in the third quadrant. So meaning is here. So from here all the way to that point is 240 degrees. But the reference angle is the angle between the x-axis, this is the x-axis, and the point of interest, which is this part. So this is the theta that I want to find. So I know that from this point all the way to that point is 180. So 180 plus the theta that I'm going to have here is the one that is going to give me 240. So in simple terms is 240, okay, minus 180. That is going to give me so what is 240 plus 180? So that we find the theta. So 240 minus 180, so 60 degrees. So meaning that 60 degrees is my reference angle in this case. This is the angle which is going to be here. That would mean to say sine 60 degrees is the same as finding sine 240 degrees. So 60 is we know that 60 is a special angle. So a special angle of now sine 60. Now we go back to our quadrant. So we know that all students take chamba. So meaning that in the first quadrant all trig functions are positive. So sine is positive. So this is positive now. Sine 60. Sine is positive in the first quadrant and in the second quadrant. But this sine 240 is in the third quadrant. So it is negative in the third quadrant. So what is sine 60? Sine 60, using the special angles. I always tell you the special angles. We always know I use this table in most cases. But what should I do? Why can't I just go back the previous? Let me go back here. I show you this. I want you to understand certain things. We have got theta, so we have got 0 degrees, we have got 30 degrees, we have got 45 degrees, we have got 60 and 90. So we have this. I want you to master this. So here we have sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. So let us just see how best we can write this table. There is a video that I explained how to come about with these values. If you are interested to know the values, you can just check them out. So sine 0 is 0. This is 1 over 2. So this is root of 2 over 2. Then this is root 3 over 2. This is 1. Then this, when you write the first one, for cos, you just write the opposite. So I'll start writing the last. Now starting from the last for sine, it will be the first here 1, then here it will be root 3 over 2, here it will be root 2 over 2, then 1 over 2, 0. So for tan, you divide. Tan is sine over cos. So 0 divided by 1, 0. So 2 will go. I'll have 1 over root 3. Here I'll have 1. Here I'll have 2 and 2 will go. It will be root 3. So 0, 1 divided by 0 is undefined. So these are the trig ratios. These are the special angles that we're supposed to know. Now, sine 60, I'll go back here. Sine 60 is root 3 over 2. So I'll come here. I'll say root 3 over 2. But in the third quadrant, sine is negative. So the answer should be negative. So now I need to rewrite this. I'll say sine 4 pi divided by 3 is equal to negative root of 3 over 2. So this is the answer for this question. That's why this question had 2 marks. And then the second one is the one which has got at least a lot of marks. Now let us look at the second one, which is saying find the exact value of tan 75. 75 is not a special angle, and it's not possible for me to find the reference angle. But what I'm going to do is simple and straightforward. I'm going to use the sum and different formulas. I know that 75 is as a result of two special angles, which is 45 plus 30. So I'll say that is the same as tan 45 degrees plus 30 degrees. But I want you to understand this. There is a formula that you are supposed to know when you're talking about tan. So if I've got tan A plus B, this is basically tan A plus tan B. I divide this by 1 minus tan A times tan B. So A in this case is 45. So I will replace this. I'll say tan 45 plus 30 is going to be tan 45 plus tan 30 divided by 1 minus tan 45 plus or times tan 30 degrees. So what happens now is tan 45 and that one gives me 75 degrees. So what is tan 45? I'll come back here. Tan 45 is 1. Then tan 30 is 1 over root 3. So tan 35 is 1 plus 1 over root 3. Then here 1 minus tan 45 is 1 times 1 over root 3. Like this. So we can go further and say tan 75 will be equal to, if I simplify the top part here, you are going to say 1 divided by 1 plus 1 over root, like that. The common denominator is root 3. So if you do the math here, you end up having there I'll have root 1, so it will be root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3. Then here is the opposite of what we have done. So here it will be root 3, then minus 1, then divided by root 3. At this point, you can clearly see that this is the same as tan 75 degrees is equal to root 3 plus 1 divided by 3. Then you are dividing here by, again, root 3 minus 1. Then you divide it by 3. So tan 75 is equal to root 3 plus 1 divided by 3 times 3, then 3 minus 1. So 3 and 3 can cancel, and you have tan 75 being equal to root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 minus 1. So when you have this, you can't have the surds on the denominator. The best thing is I need to rationalize the denominator. I'll keep on bringing tan 75 degrees is equal to, so now this one I will rationalize. So root of 3 minus 1 times, so I have root of 3 plus 1, because the conjugate of the denominator is that. So remember, me guys have been teaching you to say whenever you are multiplying anything by its conjugate, you are simply just dividing you are just squaring the part having negative. So root 3 times root 3 is 3, root 3 times 1 is root 3, then 1 times root 3 is also root 3, 1 times 1 is 1. You divide this, it's basically the same as the part that has got negative, square it like that. That's the rule over the conjugate. So this goes 3 times 3 plus 1 is 4. This becomes 2 root 3. So this is 3 minus this is going to give me 1. So I'll end up having 4 plus 2 root 3 divided by 2. Now we can clearly see that 2 can go into 4 and 2 as well. So therefore tan 75 degrees is equal to 2 into 4 is 2 plus 2 into 2 is 1. So this is root 3. So then I can clearly see that my answer is 2 plus root of 2. This is where now you are supposed to end. That's where now you can get 4 full marks, because you can't end on this part, because you have got a side down on the denominator, so you have to remove the side. So that's basically how you can use you can solve this without using a calculator. Yeah, and for sure, if we are to add here, if you are to add 2 plus root of 3, and then you find the answer of tan 75, you punch using a calculator, you find the exact value, it will be the same. So that's how you use these methods on how to find the exact value of a certain trig function. Now I solved different questions, a lot of questions on how to deal with these questions. You can just go on YouTube and search how to find the exact value of trig functions without using a calculator, and they'll pop up. You'll find them, a lot of them. I explained all the questions, and to make things simple, these questions were also there in the throw sheet and some past papers, and we solved together. That is going to be easier for you to understand as well. Okay, so that is it for this type of questions.